So we're making an impromptu trip to Animal Kingdom to go to Pandora. Hello everyone. So today we're going to see Pandora. And this is a very impromptu trip, so I don't have my ears. I'm not wearing anything cool. I'm just kind of blah. But my goal for today is to experience all of the intricate details of Pandora. So I'm going to be taking photos, so you can see those on my Instagram, which I'll put down here. I'm also going to show you all of the merchandise that they have in Wind Traders, and tell you the prices. So in case you wanted something, you'll have an idea of how much it is. Wow. Okay, so Yeti is packed. Yeti is a little bit packed. So I'm guessing that today is a little busy. But we're gonna be on this side, which is, what side is this? Peacock? Giraffe? Butterfly. We are butterflies. Headed to Animal Kingdom. It's very hot. In my car it said it's 98 degrees. So, but I'm wearing jeans because it's all I had in my car, and flip-flops. So hopefully that helps. And I brought my fan today. It'll be a good day. No pass holder bag check today. Just regular bag check. So today, nobody at the pass holder entrance. Yay! So it looks like they still have some tape set up for when the line is all the way out to the front of the park. Look at this, and it's a wraparound line too, so it goes like, wow. And here is some more of what the queue looked like. So now it's time to see what Pandora looks like without all of the signs in the way. So you have areas for sitting and quite a few water sections. Probably because for all the people who are waiting online all that time, I'm gonna hydrate them. So I just checked wait times and it looks like Flight of Passage is 150 minutes and Navi River Journey is only 115, which isn't too bad considering the fact that it was double that for opening day. I think my favorite part of this is this one right here. Do not run from large animals. Hidden Mickey. So here, with a whole lot of plants, this is right when you come in. This one even has some kind of book on it. So I'm gonna see how long the single rider Flight of Passage line is. So the line for Flight of Passage is kind of long. It's all the way back behind. It's behind me, back there. But I went to go single rider. They're not doing single riders. And then as I was standing there, I heard the guy say, well, something about it not being confirmed, that there might not be a single rider. So this whole single rider entrance business might not even happen. So there's the end of the line for the Navi River journey. 95 minutes for this one now, which isn't too bad. So apparently you can hear banshees scream inside the mountains. So I'm going to pretty much give you this in terms of the reality of Pandora. So I got in here maybe about a half hour ago, and I've already went around the entire area to walk. I've been taking pictures here and there of all the foliage, which you could see in my Instagram. But besides the rides and besides eating and besides, you know, taking pictures and shopping, that's really it to do in here. I'm waiting for the drum entertainers to come out so I can at least see that, but the majority of your stay in here is really just waiting online for these rides, because you could be in and out of here in about an hour if you're just looking at the stuff around. Now, if you're going on rides and eating and doing all that, when we did the preview, it took maybe like 3-4 hours, but we went on rides a few times, but still. I was just thinking about it. So it kind of makes sense. For them to make this area kind of small, because if it's just like any other area in this theme park. You're not going to spend your entire day in Africa, or you're not going to spend your entire day in Asia, or you're not going to spend your entire day in Diamond Land, maybe a couple hours, that's about it. So it kind of makes sense. So if you're coming to this park just for Pandora, think of it like any other park. You're not going to go to Magic Kingdom just to see the Tomorrowland. You're not going to go to Epcot just to see Future World. It's just the land in the theme park. It's not a theme park in and of itself, which is why I think when I had this big expectation about what Pandora would be, I thought it would be some place that you could spend the entire day, but it's just a land, which makes sense. So come to Pandora, spend a few hours, make your fast pass either early in the day or later in the day, so that way you could go to the other islands. So if you want to start off your day, start it in Pandora, work your way around. Or if you want to end your day in Pandora to see all the bioluminescence, make it your last fast pass of the day. But don't make it a all day thing. Unless you want to wait online for these rides, because they're kind of an all day kind of wait kind of thing. Okay, so all the people who were asking about the wheelchair, this is going to be the seat, and they actually have one outside now for you to see. So I was trying very hard to get a video for you guys to see the seating for Flight of Passage, but the cool thing is now they have a seat outside where you could try it before you wait on the forever long line to get actually on. So what'll happen is that they sit you on the seat and they pull up the back restraint, which is also connected to the leg restraints, and as long as they get to the green part on the indicator, you're fine, so you can get on the ride. So since I have quite some time now until nighttime to see the bioluminescence, I am going to go into Wind Traders and show you guys the merchandise. Right now there is a line to get into the merchandise shop, so I'm waiting.
Alright, so do you know where the rest of the info are? Are they going to be going into the store with you?
Sort of is going to start to do this in like a counterclockwise way, so we're starting on the right. So we have mugs. Oh, awesome. Okay, so this mug, when it's cold, it looks like this, and when it's hot, the bottom lights up like bioluminescence. This one is $17.99. Is this a pen? It's a pen. Okay, so we got this cool pen. Let's see, it lights up. There we go, this pen lights up like this. And you no idea how to turn it off. We have a journal. The shirt, it looks like it's for kids. Extra small. Oh, okay, maybe not. So it goes all the way up to 2X. So we got $39.99 for that. Yeti-ish kind of mug. $21.99. Let's see, we got another mug. Let's see if this one does anything. It doesn't look like it does. It looks like it's just a regular mug. But I like the shape of it. It's different than the other mugs. So this one is $14.99. And this one also looks like the walls inside Flight of Passage, which is kind of cool. You have a bag with some banshees on it. $39.99. These earrings, $12.99. A decorative pillow. If you're a scarf person, they have these scarves. And these are $24.99. They have another type of scarf over here, same price, $24.99. We got a shirt over here, $36.99, goes up to large. A necklace, I think this is a necklace. That's a choker maybe, $13.99. This Pandora picture frame, with I guess floating mountains on top, $27.99. We also have a headband with I guess, I feel like this is a tribute to Joe Road, but $13.99. We get some little kid shirts, $27.99. Bubbles. So we got the bubble contraptions, brown. It's $20.65. So these bubble machines are like the other ones that they have in the park, except this one has the spirit, the wind spirits of Awa on it. I'd love to see that lit up. We have Pandora water bottles. This looks like it's opening day water bottle. I guess they still have some left. $19.95 for and $19.99. I kind of like it. It's glass. Looks like they have a bunch of them. Oh, I didn't see this shirt last time. This one's kind of nice. It's very airy. This one's $32.99. Goes up to extra, extra large, so that's cool. You have the Floating Mountains Pandora mug, $21.99. Looks kind of awkward, but kind of cool. It's like they extended the cash wrap counters to over here, because last time I was here, there was nothing in front of this. I wonder if that's intentional. Materi from the movies. This is pretty cool, kind of creepy, but kind of cool. Looks like they still have magic bands available, and only the annual pass holder ones left. They might have the other ones. So here we have those little dogs that were in the movie Thanator. Oh wait, no, this is that big one. This is the one that chased Jake in the movie. This one's $16.99. We have a Taruk shirt. $21.99. With a little Taruk, I guess, outfit. $46.99. I'd love to see what this looks like. Little Creatures of Pandora toys. $21.99. No, $12.99. We have some more bubbles. And the cute little monkeys. Look at how cute the monkeys. These are $16.99, which is better than the other ones that are over there. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is kind of cool. It says no two shirts are alike, garments may vary. So it looks like the print changes, just like the Navi skin, I guess, and they glow. The mugs also glow, those same ones that we saw before, where you put cold and it stays hot and it glows. Looks like they glow in the dark as well. Navi River Journey. Okay, so this one is $21.99 and this one is $29.99 and this one is $24.99. We got some flip-flops. Do these glow too? I guess they kind of glow. We got it for kids and for adults, and these are $30. We're just gonna go. We're gonna round up. Got some sticks. Now it looks like the sticks have batteries, so the inside of this might light up. Oh look, here's one that's lit up. So here's a spear that's lit up, and these are $28.17. $28.17, very specific. We got a glow-in-the-dark hoodie. $60. We got necklaces. I don't know if these glow. Light up with glow effect. Oh, okay, there we go. So orange is $15.02. Oh, and it changes. We got a drum. Bow and arrow. So these are $30. Actually, that's not too bad. We got a tail for $20. And it's squishy. A ball. Oh, it's I guess it's a headpiece.
Yeah, you like this one?
Yeah, headpiece, but this one's a little bit different than the one I have. This one is
This? Do you like this?
$15.02. Got some candy. So this is a Rice Krispie treat. Rice Krispie treat, jelly beans, coconut brownie bites. Oh, I like these. So these actually could hook on to your backpack, which is cool. This one's $14.99, so that's not a bad price. Flight of Passage sweater shirt, $42.99. Antibacterial containers. Puzzles. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so the bags light up. So when your phone goes in the bag, it'll light up when the phone rings. It goes to that. Some jewelry, a tattoo set. The tattoo sets are $7. Buttons, magnets. So it looks like as of right now, they're not letting people into the store from the route. So this area is going into Africa. So here we are on the other side of the bridge. This bridge leads to Lion King. So I think if you want to get the real feeling of Pandora, I think it's best to come over by the Lion King side. So the other day there was a sign here that said Pandora this way. It's no longer here. Alrighty, so I didn't spend the whole day at Pandora like I thought I would. Honestly, I was too hot. And I couldn't think of anywhere to go to cool off that I could actually stay in for a while. So I left. So here's my thoughts on Pandora. I think Pandora is amazing for the technology of the rides, specifically the Flight of Passage. I think that the overall concept is amazing. The foliage, the theming of the land is just amazing, especially with the floating mountains. When you walk in there, it's just like, whoa. I think that the overall theming of the food is really good because they look like sort of out of this world kind of food items, except those chicken quesadillas. They look like chicken quesadillas from Earth. So, but those cheeseburger pods I thought were cool because they kind of look alien to me. Like a pod. Looks like a dumpling, but either way. The cheesecake also has that really cool, like, futuristic look to it. Kind of like the food that some of those really like celebrity chefs put online kind of thing. But there are some things I do wish that they had in Pandora. One of those things being avatars. I wish we could see avatars. They don't even have to be walking around. Like, I'm not even saying like, oh, put some people on stilts and have them be avatars. Like, I'm not saying that because I know that there's the technology has to be there and things have to look realistic. But they had this bust, and you could see it here. They had this bust of Neytiri, I believe that's how you say it. Now, they had this bust of Neytiri, and I believe it was real life replica of what she would have been. So it's a very big head, and the shoulders and everything, and it was really cool. So I was just like, I wish that they made a larger version, like even if just something to take pictures with, because the closest thing you have to getting a picture with an avatar is the shadow on the wall in the Flight of Passage, or the shaman in the Navi River Journey. That's it. And now this bust of Neytiri. So it's like, I feel like there should be more avatars there. And I get, like, it's not supposed to be exactly like the movie because it takes place years after the movie, something like that, something to that extent. And I'm going to find out more about the overall concept of Pandora, but still think there should be more avatars. Secondly, I think the food could be better. The 2 drinks that they have aren't bad in terms of like the slushy drinks. I don't drink beer and I don't drink wine really, so I'm kind of biased on that aspect, but to me beer and wine is like the same everywhere. But these drinks, I feel like they could have looked better. They could have been, I don't know, I feel like they're missing something. I don't know if it's just me, then maybe, but maybe I'm being picky. But for something that's supposed to be futuristic, just layering some colors and putting some bobas on top isn't really futuristic. Like, put it in some really cool kind of cup, have each cup light up. Like, the only thing that they had that lights up is the seed that they could put in your cup. Now, the souvenir cups look like Coca-Cola cups, like those, like the Coca-Cola themed cups. They look like that, but I guess they just have, I don't know what they have on it, but they have a glow seed. That's it. The cup doesn't glow, it's just a glow seed. So I'm like, well, that's a little lame. Like, I wish there was more things that glowed in terms of the drinks. But they had a green beer. Maybe one day when John comes with me, we'll have him try the beer. Maybe one day I'll try the wine. But there is one drink that I really want to get, which kind of falls along the lines of the futuristic aspect. It's, I think like a punch. And it's an alcoholic beverage. And they have it inside the Sully canteen. So it's not outside at the bar, it's in the actual restaurant itself. You could get it inside a flute cup, so you could actually use it as a flute, which is kind of cool. But other than that, that seems to be the coolest thing. I think the overall concept for the cheeseburger pods are great. I feel like it should be less bread, maybe. I heard the breakfast ones are better. Like, there was somebody online, his name was Dizdad. He said he tried the breakfast pods and they were better, or they were good at least. I don't know if he tried the cheeseburger ones, but so I'm gonna try the breakfast ones one day, even if I just pop in just to get them, because you can mobile order, so probably try that. So what else do I feel like there should be more of in Pandora? I do think that the cast members do a really great job keeping up with the show of it. They don't mention Disney because you're supposed to be on the moon or something. I think on one of Pandora's moons, maybe something like that. So you're not supposed to be in Disney. That's the whole magic of it. So they don't, their name tags, they don't have Disney on their name tags. Their names say Ace. It's for Alpha Centauri Expeditions. So everything around pretty much says Ace. So you have like the kiosks for your credit cards say Ace on them. A lot of the light fixtures have Ace on them. So that's what's Disney in Pandora. You won't have anybody say, "Oh, this is your first time at Disney?" No, I don't think, I haven't heard that. I know they have the buttons and stuff for first visits, but I don't know if they acknowledge those. They might say, "Hey, it's your first time to Pandora," maybe, but not to Disney. The cast members were very knowledgeable as to their products, I will say that. So the people who worked there, I'm assuming, got to do previews and test runs and all that more than the cast members who got to go as part of a raffle. And it's the same thing as part of the annual pass holder. So they got to do a lot more. They got to test the food and test, test runs, like being guests and stuff. They got to do that for a little bit, which I think was amazing because it really worked. They know about the rides, they know about the theming of the overall concept of Pandora. So they'll recommend food, they'll recommend drinks, they'll tell you cool places to go, they'll ask you, oh, have you been on this? So I feel like the cast members who work in Pandora do an amazing job. And I will honestly say that's probably one of the better things about Pandora is all the cast members. And they're all super sweet. The only thing that's a little bit much, which I guarantee you they're told to say, is Calte. Calte, I guess, is hello or welcome or something like that in Na'vi. So everybody says it. Like when we were there for the annual pass holder review, which I'll put in the cards, you'll probably hear Calte, Calte, Calte. Like, I get that they're trying to do the whole Avatar thing, but it was a lot. I do want to see the Na'vi translator, because if, as you could see in the other video I took, as some of the merchandise, one of them was the Na'vi translator cards. So you get a Na'vi translator, and then you get the cards so you could learn Na'vi. And I'd love to learn Na'vi. I wish there was more Na'vi speaking, maybe, because I feel like Pandora should be a little bit, I don't know, I guess I feel like more themed to Pandora, not necessarily more themed to the environment, so to speak. So I don't know if they're going to ever have Na'vi walking around, or avatars walking around. So this whole time I realized I was using the wrong terminology, just as I was saying Na'vi and avatar. So I wish there was more Na'vi, or even avatars actually, in the Pandora land. Now I say land because it's literally that, just a land, and you'll probably heard me mention it before. The Na'vi are the native people of Pandora. The avatars are the bodies that can be linked by a driver. So if I was to link to an avatar, it's not the native person, it's the experimental person that was created. So either way, more avatars, more Na'vi. I think they should have more of them in there. Alrighty, so that was the little bit of Pandora that we saw today, and I will show you guys some more another day. Hopefully the bioluminescence at some point, but enjoyed what I did show you, and I'll see you next time.